I think I said something along the lines of, I'm gonna go grab another beer and some chicken wings. Do you want anything? Gosh, I love you.
Hi, I'm Patty Mirren.
And I'm Colin Donnell.
You may know me as Princess Anna in Frozen on Broadway.
And you may have seen me on Chicago Med or Arrow.
And this is our second first date. We are at the Delacorte Theater.
Where we started dating but didn't actually meet each other.
Yeah, we were introduced by a mutual friend years before, about 6 or 7 years before that. We both got cast in a production of Love's Labor's Lost. We lived like 2 blocks away from each other, and so, you know, we
would have these really nice walks to rehearsals and the performance right through Central Park.
And he kept being like, do you want to go out to dinner or do you want to get some food? And I'd be like, no.
Persistence was key.
Persistence was key because I was like, fine.
I really kind of fell pretty hard pretty quickly. On our first date, we decided to try out this new restaurant that had opened up called Corvo Bianco, which is no longer
Not there anymore. I got super cute. He came and he came outside my apartment to like pick me up for the date.
And we walked past a huge pile of trash.
It was trash day, and like I was like picking my way just through my cute little heels, and we were like, this is amazingly wonderful because we're, you know, we found it hilarious. So and for a while from then on out, every time we would go on like a date and be like, let's go out, it would be trash.
Happened to be trash night. You know, just a little bit stinky, a little bit fun, a very New York feeling.
It brings you right back down, you know.
But this is the place that we came to, and it was a fun date.
It was really lovely. The moment I realized that he was the one was probably on the road trip that we took from LA to New York.
The deal was that there was a major airport in every city, and if any one of us felt like it was not working out, I would drop Patty off and say goodbye. And
why did I have to be the one to get on the plane? Why couldn't you get on the
car
plane?
Was in my name.
That is a good point. I remember I think we were in Nevada. It was the end of our very first day, and it was a long day of driving, probably like at least 12 hours. And I just remember looking at him and being like, ah, crap. Yep. Okay. Yep. This is a thing. This is a real thing. It was 6 months after we started dating.
I brought her back here on a very cold winter's day.
It was 25 degrees.
I said, hey, babe, let's go for a walk in the park. She's like, it's really cold. I said, just throw on your jacket. It'll be great.
We had actually looked at engagement rings that morning, not in the you know, buying or anything like that. He said, would you ever consider like an engagement ring that's not a diamond? And I was like, no, I don't know. You know, I really want everyone to know it's like an engagement ring. And he had this in his pocket.
Meanwhile, it was just sitting right
an
here.
emerald. And like, I don't know, he could have given me like, you know, a thing of wire and I would have been like, yep, absolutely.
I
dropped his
backpack. Dropped my backpack, got down on one knee.
And I was like, oh.
She had no idea what was coming.
Yep.
I did.
Yep.
I said, I love you.
And I said, yes.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, it was lovely.